Hey anime fans, welcome to our channel Anime Rewind. In today's video, we will recap the first season of the 2016 anime series, Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. So without wasting any more time, let's get to the video. 5 years ago, the Arcadia Empire was overthrown by a lone warrior on a black drag ride known as a Black Hero. Lux Arcadia, ex-prince of the Empire and now a handyman, falls through the roof of the Royal Knights Academy bathroom and sees a brand on Princess Lisesharte Atismata's stomach. She challenges an unbeaten Lux to a duel. Lux's sister, Arcadia, demands he should win the duel. The duel damages Lux's white sword and drag ride. He won't use his black sword, preferring his broken one. Cloaked person whistles to summon Abyss Dragon. Lux lets himself get hurt so Lish can destroy the Abyss. Lux is the first man to try to protect Lish. Lux meets the headmistress' sister, Phi, making Lish jealous. Krulsifer Ainfolk wants Lux to find the Black Hero after learning that he is a handyman. Phi claims to be Lux's roommate when Lux wakes up. Lish replaced her dead father as Princess of Atismata after the Black Hero won the war, and her brand was hidden. Lish kills an Abyss with a team. Regreed Forus, a former Arcadia Knight, whistles to control the Abyss. He reminds Lish that he branded her. Lux arrives and unsheathes his black sword, transforming into a black drag ride. Reload on fire, destroys Abyss, and kills Regreed. Ares says that her brother is not a hero because he betrayed his empire. Lux is praised. Lish keeps his Black Hero identity a secret. Rarely sets up a game where the girl who steals Lux's red request paper within an hour gets him for a week. Lux eludes Lish. Phi captures him but lets him go. Aerie warns Lux to be careful with Krulsifer because she is a Weimar theocracy noble who is engaged to be married. Lux poses as her boyfriend to avoid this, making Lish jealous. Theft interrupts Krulsifer and Lux's date. Krulsifer defeats them with her precognition. Krulsifer's butler, Alteris, is surprised she has a boyfriend. They meet Krulsifer's fiancé, Lord Kreutzer Balteride. Krulsifer is dating Lux. Tilfor Lilimid, a friend of Lish's, drags Lux to her room to relax. Four noble families discuss Ragnaroks, powerful Abyss dragons imprisoned across the country. At the ruins, a Diablos-level Abyss attacks. Before Krulsifer shoots Lux's sword, the Abyss nearly breaks it. Kreutzer says that he will call off their duel if Lux defeats the Abyss first. Krulsifer shoots at the Abyss but can't see ahead. First, Kreutzer kills Abyss. Rubble traps Lux and Krulsifer. Krulsifer says that she was found as a baby by the Earl of the Weimar theocracy. Krulsifer became a drag knight, making her siblings jealous. She came to the ruins to prove that she was human, but she is not. Lux, his mother, and sister were banished from their royal family, and when Lux's mother was injured, Empire victims let her die. Lisha frees them. Lux says the horned whistle is not a key to Krulsifer's lower levels to cover up the truth. Krulsifer drugged Lux so he could attend the duel. Krulsifer loses her future seeing ability. Kreutzer admits he knows Krulsifer is a ruins resident and plans to use her to access and use advanced technology to destroy the Ragnaroks. Lux investigates rumors of a campus stalker. To avoid suspicion, Lux cross-dresses. During his round, he sees the girl talking to a cat just before he's attacked. He is saved by Celestia Ralgris, daughter of a high-ranking noble, strongest third-year student, and man-hater. Lux is Luno. Kreutzer's hooded cellmate kills him. Lux meets Celis, who insists he leave the academy. Lux opposes her, believing she cannot defeat Ragnarok alone. Raleigh sets up a match in which Lux can stay if he wins, but Celis must leave. The next day, Celis leads the Chivalric Order to Reese Island for a training camp, where Lux notices a large building on a mountain. Later that night, Lux gets a massage request from Celis and quickly changes into Luno. Celis invites him shopping for a swimsuit the next day. Celis reveals that she does not hate men. It was just a misunderstanding. Soldiers find fossilized Ragnarok, but it's empty. Students enjoy beach time. Lux remembers what he and Celeste talked about yesterday when she revealed that she was trained by Lux's maternal grandfather who died in prison for speaking out against Empire corruption, and she only wants Lux out of the school to protect him. Lux and Celestia's battle begin with Celestia ahead. As the match progresses, the Triad identify the suspicious prowler as Sania, a spy for the Hyper Republic who has been stealing information from the Academy. Senia admits that she wants to topple the kingdom as Ragnarok, interrupts Lux and Celes' battle. Celestia appears to defeat it on her own, until Kreuzer's mysterious partner revives it with a flute. Senia attacks Celestia, who is shocked by the betrayal. Celes is angry about Lux's deception, but she forgives him and lets him stay at the academy. Philofi and Lux's childhood is shown. Lux visits her in her room and says that she will participate in the ruin investigation, but he worries about her health. Lux inspects his modified Bahamut drag ride before the ruin investigation. Lux and the girls investigate the ruins and find a destroyed ecosystem, indicating a war. To cover more ground, the group splits up. Lux, Noct, and Ares' group find a buried girl. Krulsifer awakens the girl when she touches her. The girl introduces herself as Lacrush, the ruin's supervisor, and calls Krulsifer administrator. Lacrush explains that she lost most memories and data due to her long slumber, and confirms most ruins' functions have been suspended. Lux carries Phi through the ruins, where the abyss was created. Phi gets a headache and warns them of an abyss attack. They leave the ruins and confront the remaining abyss, but Phi is thrown into a mountain building and Lux remembers the past. Young Phi and Lux say goodbye in a flashback. Phi continues to strangle Lux, but she faints and Haze appears. Leash and Krulsifer kill the last abyss in the ruins. Ares says they found the entrance to the ruins' deepest parts, but lack a key. Lux confronts Haze in the old building, but warns him that if she dies, Phi dies. Haze explains that she planted a Ragnarok seed inside Phi, who is slowly turning into an abyss. Lux visits Phi, who knows the truth about her condition, but is satisfied because Lux and Reli have grown stronger. Lux unleashes Bahamut's full power to defeat Ragnarok. As the ruins collapse and Lacrush loses consciousness, Fogil convinces Haze to retreat. Phi assures Lux that she can resist the horn and thanks him for saving her. After training camp, everyone celebrates Lux's recovery. Reli was berated for exploring the ruins without permission, but she got off easy because of the upcoming Foundation Festival. Lux spends time with Eri first after being cornered. Eri explains that the festival will feature a drag ride tournament as they walk around. She warns him that Empire's Assassin Blade, the strongest drag knight serving the Emperor, has escaped prison and that Lux is their target because he destroyed the Empire. The next day, while Lux and Eri are alone, the escapee, Yoruka Kirihime, meets them. She calls Lux her master, due to a contract she made with his father years ago. Later that night, while Lux is bathing, Yoruka joins him, shocking him. The Triad and an angry Lisha discover them. After that, Lux enters Lisha's room, and they discuss her offer from earlier. Haze, Senia, and Yoruka activate another ruin. After the drag ride tournament, the nobles summon Lux and Eri to discuss Regret's plot to overthrow the new kingdom. Lux is ordered to act as a decoy to lure out 100 Abyss hiding in uninhabited villages near the kingdom by promising to overlook Reese Island. Lux agrees to do both, but Eri is opposed. Lux asks Lisha to modify his wyvern drag ride, but spots Yoruka. Lux wins his match in the tournament, but Krulsifer notices he rushed it. While Lux rests, Regret's insurgents kill the remaining soldiers as the main force retreats. The girls learn at the academy that insurgents are attacking the capital. Lux engages Regret, who reveals that Haze's giant stone golem is approaching the capital. Lux must use Bahamut despite knowing that he can only use it for 12 minutes. Lux continues to fight Regret, who severs Bahamut's arm, only to learn it was a wyvern. Lux quickly defeats Regret and his men, and heads for the capital. Senia visits Lisha and has one of her soldiers strip her down to see the Empire's brand below her stomach, but Lux stops them. He convinces Lisha to help him fight. Lux, Lisha, Krulsifer, and Phi attack Haze and temporarily subdue the new kingdom. Lux asks them to kill the remaining Abyss and insurgents, while he and Lisha kill the giant. Haze then splits the city in half with her divine drag ride. Celeste confronts Senia, who threatened the nobles. Lisha fights Haze alone, while Lux searches inside the giant. Yoruka plans to revive the Empire under Eri, as Lux refuses to reconsider her offer. Lux says that he failed to improve the country. To do this, he had to destroy the Empire and rebuild it, showing Yoruka that everything Lux did was for the Empire. Lisha announces Lux as her knight at the end of the festival, and the crowd approves. Lux walks away from the party when he sees Fogil holding Bahamut's sword device. Lux is then greeted by the girls, including Yoruka, who flirts with him. Lisha demands to know which girl Lux loves. That's all for this video. Hope you have enjoyed watching this video. So, who's your favorite character in the movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that you'll never miss any updates.